Hi, and thank you for watching the TargetedWest.com's show number 56. I'm your moderator host, DJ Chris. I am an online DJ now. I used to work in the clubs, and I'm a retired tech worker in Silicon Valley. I'm in the part of Silicon Valley that's the cheap seats now, Lodi, mostly wine, no tech hardly, but you can do remote work and drive in, so it's all good. Anyway, this again is TargetedWest.com. This is our weekly work group, study group. We get together every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at freeconferencecall.com. I am a man in the middle, meaning politically an independent. I'm not political, and I am not spewing out dangerous or dis or misinformation. So, well, mal means there's some truth to it. There's truth to it. I don't know. Everybody has a truth. You know what I mean. So this is my truth and what I've been researching. And then we get together every week and try to figure out why we all have the telepathy in our heads. And of course, I'm here in beautiful Lodi, California. All the wine grapes are popping. The green is showing on the vines, and the sun's out. It's 79 degrees right now. I'm kind of getting over a head cold, so bear with me if I sound funny. Anyway, today we're going to talk about, and if you're on BitChute, YouTube, or archive.org, make a comment below and like the video and subscribe on YouTube and BitChute. YouTube has been very successful, and a lot of people are watching my videos now, so that's why we record the first hour of the call. Anyway, we're going to start out with AI chatbots. You know, if you're a targeted individual, that some of you over time have noticed, like I have, that your telepathy went from a live agent or agents to more of a robotic sounding automated chatterbot. I've had this chatterbot AI system working with me for quite a long time. I can't nail the exact year because it was feathered in. So it wasn't harsh. It was feathered in over time to make it incorporate seamlessly. And what the real agents do is they mimic the telepathy and duplicate what they say so that they can fit in. But like I said, the problem with the AI chatterbot in my head with my V2K and such is that they use my name. They say, my real name and Chris, and you, of course, the AI chatterbots don't use my name, so you can tell that the dummies are looking at a screen with my name on it, because they have a queue. I have been told by these people in my head that they have 60 calls a day they have to do. Some of them have told me they bought a franchise, and then we found out through Karen Stewart's website that she hired a private detective, and Lockheed has a home franchise that they sell you leads for terrorism, and you solve terrorism and get paid. But since there isn't much terrorism, the franchisees scream and yell at me saying, do something bad. We need to get paid. So, do you believe that? I don't know what to believe when they talk to you. I mean, it's all sex and death and law and order in my head, and it's been going on since 2002. And it all started with a helicopter over my roof and the neighbors getting screwy. I had a DA next to me across the street watching me. And so it all went to hell. And now I have the AI chatterbot, and now you can go to Bing through Microsoft and use the AI right now to refine your searches. I tested it today, and I asked it, what is a targeted individual? And the AI told me to go to TargetedJustice.com and a couple other sites. So I was quite impressed. But all it's doing is it's the same thing as an inquiry basically in the search engine, which has been around for 20 years. But It's a little bit more refined and gives you more options. It tries to act intelligent, but most of the AI that you're dealing with now and that I'm dealing with in my head tries to be a different type of AI than it really is. And I will, if you stay with the call and this video long enough, on the second page, I have the different types of AI levels I'll discuss with you. So that'll get you to stay for a while, please. Thank you. So now there's a war between AI competitors, between Microsoft OpenAI and Google's Bard. Yeah, and on the notes, I'll have Google's Bard website so you can check it out. And if you want, go on the wait list and try it out. So Google came late to the plate. According to the video I posted on my Twitter page, TI Club 3, about the AI systems in competition or war with each other, Google had an opportunity to hit a home run, but their presentation in front of the shareholders and the prospective investors failed, and the presenter didn't even have the cell phone with the AI on it to control the screen. So they all sat there like dummies, and Google blew it so hard that their company lost $100 billion in value. And you know damn well that presenter and the people involved in it got fired. Can you imagine doing that in that big of an arena? Then you have Microsoft doing this impeccable presentation on how you can use AI. And then you have OpenAI, which is Elon Musk's deal, and they're very open and present their features openly. Of course, they have safety nets into it because you don't want someone to come up with something that would be dangerous to the country of their origin or the world or to someone or a person. So it has to have safety features in it. But you know damn well that in these five, there's C4 ISR, no, there's C5 ISR, and that's fifth generation warfare, which is asymmetrical and done in the United States by the military on citizens. That's part of what five means, and it is basically a war on humans and a war on dissidents and people that don't agree with the narrative, and they're at war with us. And C4 ISR I've discussed before through Mark Rich's book, New World War, which is available at his site, newworldwar.org, and you can get a free copy. Discusses C4 ISR. Yeah, so now you got conventional, this 5G, I can't remember it. There's so many acronyms to try to keep up with these people. So they're on the fifth level of generation of warfare, basically. It's 5GW, generation of warfare. The first one was, guns. Second one was military tanks. The third level was planes. The fourth level was some computer interaction, and now the fifth one is the war at home using the military. So check out Bard at Google's, and then there's an article I posted on TI Club 3. It's from 60 Minutes, mainstream of all people, and they have a 60 Minutes video where they claim that it's the people at Google claim it's not sentient, but then there was an engineer that claims it is. I've got the truth for you. I don't think we have exposure to sentient AI yet. I think it's available in the secret military technology field, and it's probably used on us. But I don't think it's fully sentient and aware of its surroundings and self-aware. But it's good enough to do war, which is bomb and blast and zap and shoot and kill and put voices in people's heads. the voice of God like they did in the Iraq War. And some people, according to my notes, predict doom. They predict this is going to doom the world, that AI is going to be the thing that's going to take us down. Do you really think that? Because I don't believe that. I don't think this whole Silicon Valley military pipe dream CIA bullshit is going to be viable, because it just takes a percentage of people to revolt. And just like what happened during the Vietnam War, the colleges tore down the computer science buildings and the supercomputers they were using and destroyed them, and destroyed the told them to get this out of the school. And they did. They had no choice. So majority rules. And like I tell you, if you're watching this video and you are targeted, that you put out the word, spread your testimony, spread the word to others outside of our community. You're preaching to the choir, of course, so you need to preach outside, and explain to people that war technology has evolved, and war technology and military, there is no real line between that and law enforcement now, because law enforcement is federalized. They have task forces, and they have different branches of the government that fund them. You have the program that I'm involved in, which is the DOJ COPS program, which is Community-Oriented Police Service. And I think that's how I got hooked in. And they get grants to fund local cities to direct them into their agenda. So you don't think that the locals aren't federalized. You're wrong, because that was the ultimate goal, was to get around the posse camaradas rule, where you don't have the military, standing military on the ground in a civilian situation. So what you do is you get around it, and you militarize the police department. So it's a must-see. You must watch that video. So go to my Twitter account and check that out. I put must-see. And the link, if you want the link to go check Bard out, it's bard.google.com. Let's check to see who's here now. It's a packed room. Did I record? Yeah, I think I hit record. Well, I got a busy chat room, and very good call. Always watching the chat room, make sure everybody's good. The chat room and the call is packed. The whole screen's filled with people now, just in the short time I've talked. That's amazing. Next topic, I know you're going to say, what do the animals have to do with targeting? Well, animals are targeted, and if you're a targeted individual and you neglect an animal and it gets pregnant, because you can't go get it fixed because financially you're strapped because your assets stripped, well, then, of course, the animal's targeted. So I've been wondering, as a cat rescuer, how to have an alternative for keeping these cats from getting pregnant, because I've got one pregnant cat right now, and she's about ready to give birth. And she's semi-feral, so this is going to be very difficult. So I wondered out loud to myself one day, isn't there such thing as animal contraceptive? So I went online and I found out there's an alliance for contraceptives for cats and dogs. It's ACC&D, animal contraception, and there's a debate going on about it. Is it ethical? Do you think letting an animal get sick and die from getting pregnant over and over again is ethical? No. And what's funny is no one is allowing this to be sold through the veterinarians in the United States, even though it's in like 45 countries. So yeah, animal contraceptive would save the animals. It lasts for one of them 6 months. And it's just a slight little thing that goes under their skin. So you just pop it on a little needle and put it in, and it keeps them from getting pregnant for half a year. And then that way, during the COVID and during the downturn right now, the recession we're going to be in, that we're in right now, damn well there's a recession. They're just not talking about it. Matter of fact, like I said last week, The guy that runs the Federal Reserve said in a private note taking minutes of a meeting that there indeed is a recession looming. So people aren't able to get down to spay the animals, and the COVID keep the clinics closed. So a lot of animals have gotten behind on the spaying schedule. So yeah, why not have that? What do you think? That's a topic along with AI chatbots. Those are the two topics tonight on TargetedWest.com. I'm DJ Chris. I'm your moderator tonight, and I welcome you to the call. So again, you can go online to discover more about this at acc-d.org, I believe is the URL. And again, that's animal contraception. And there's a debate whether it's ethical or not. So it's up to you. What do you think? Let me know during open mic. Next topic, as we check and see what time it is. Oh, it's a quarter after, almost time for the book club. I've been rambling on. Next is fifth generation warfare, the Corbett report. I heard Krista, I think, mention this, and I had looked it up the same day, and I had already written it in my plan for the call. And it's right here, third one down. Fifth generation warfare, the Corbett report, a video on activist posts, and basically it's about a war in the minds of American citizens, and that discusses the fifth generation warfare, which is part of what I just discussed. That is on my Twitter feed. You could also go to YouTube and check out the Corbett report there, and you'll see the video, and it is about fifth generation warfare, and it talks about basically brings up Giordano and about how he has a chemical, a bioweapons chemical that he can put in your food or whatever, and you can have a stroke and a heart attack the next day. So he was talking about that, but he made it sound so technical. Giordano has such an incredible vocabulary, but for the devil. He is Dr. Evil. I will stand to that for the last day of my living life. Dr. Giordano is Dr. Evil. He's as worse as the World Health Organization, or the World, whatever they're called, Charles Klaus. So that's on Twitter for you to check out. So now we're going to do TI Book Club. Everybody's here now for the book club. Very good. I see some people that are in the book club that are here. Very nice. And the room's filling up. This book club pick from TI Book Club, where you can join yourself our book club for free, and I update that club every day, and I will buy any book you recommend that's reasonably priced, because I'm the librarian and I have to do it. I don't discriminate. I only wait until I can afford it. And someone gave me a generous donation for the books, and I was able to get two. And so one of them was Renee Pittman's book, The Evolution of Mind Control in the USA, which is a great read. Chronologically, it goes through the history of mind control and targeting. And it brings up Dr. Puharich, if you remember me talking about him, with Uri Geller and his weird fascination with Uri Geller, and where he was Dr. Puharich was the designer and inventor of the V2K, which was he invented in 1948, and no one got the answer to that because we were giving a book away. So that carries over to another week, and we'll give a book away. So you can have a free copy to check out. So the complete title for Renee Pittman's book, and by the way, she has other books available. I read The Diary of an Angry TI, I think, and Diary of an Angry Targeted Individual, I think is the name of her book. I read that 5-6 years ago, That's a really good book, and it gets real personal about what the B2K says to her. So she's also being telepathied along with her family by now. And they make rude, disgusting comments about her doing laundry and things about her underwear and stuff, just stuff that she described in her book. And it's just terrible what Renee goes through. So this book will help support a targeted individual author, and that's Renee Pittman. And the book, again, is a complete title is Evolution of Mind Control in USA, a compilation of historical info derived from various sources. Let me take a sip. The Kindle is $4.99, so it's very reasonably priced. You can afford that. I don't know if she has a hard copy, but I'm probably sure she does. So again, please support Renee Pittman. I believe she's in the book club too, and you can join the book club. Here's the link now. It's bookclubs.com/TI bookclub/join/, and you can join for free. And we give an update every day as we can on what books we read, and people interact with the club. And we have over 30 members now. It's not a small club anymore. That's a class size, actually, of people. So again, that's Renee Pittman. We'll turn the page. Now we're going to switch over to open mic. And switch channels here. Change the mode. Okay, it's now open mic, and next topic is Laura now offers on her call in the next couple of weeks BYOT. That's Bring Your Own Topic, which is an open mic concept. So she'll be on after me tonight at 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Go to tievents.org, which you could do if you're watching this video, and check out other calls that might be on while you're watching me on your preferred platform. I also post these videos on Twitter for people to watch. So thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Again, like, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah, DJ?
Come on in.
Is Renee Pittman going to be your guest?
Renee Pittman, I wanted her to be my guest, but I got a bad head cold and I couldn't ask her because I didn't have the energy. So I'm going to ask her next time.
Okay.
Yeah, because we updated TI events by accident because it was actually amusing. I said I wanted to have her on, but I was too chicken to ask because I'm not having my normal energy. But she's not on, but her book is available at Amazon, and it's a doozy. It's in chronological order. She also talks about hypnotism and how you can be hypnotized, and there's a whole book about a whole section on that, and I'm around page 130 right now. So it's open mic, and then we'll discuss the next topic as soon as you're ready. And it's show number 56, and it's 4/23/2023.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Come on in.
Hi, it's Kaitie Peterson. How is everyone tonight?
Well, there you are. I saw you when I first logged in, and I go, oh, I don't think she knows what time. Oh, I'm glad you're here. You can help me with the call because I got a little head cold I'm getting over, but I think my brain's kind of here. Are you sick too?
No, I'm just tripled in size by being floated like a pufferfish.
Yeah, your face and stuff you talked about, yeah.
Yeah. But I wanted to tell you how a lot of y'all know that I'm used like a video game in my organized criminals, human trafficker, terrorists use things, and they're copycats. And and it's interesting. My maiden name is Pittman, Pittman. What are the odds that you have Renee tonight? We're not
That's
related.
a trip. Yeah,
But,
I know. Well, yeah, Renee is black, and she's in Houston. I can't remember. I read all her books.
But I would like very much. I would love to go meet Renee because I lived in Houston, and that's where my targeting started.
Well, you're in the book club, and she's in the book club.
Yeah.
You can message her. She's got the black picture, and it says something task force. That's her.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so just message her through the book club, and she's there.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. And if I can't get through, then I'll get to you, and then we can go back. But isn't that interesting? So hello to everyone. Yeah. So I'm sorry that you have a head cold. They've really, they have attacked me really hard here in New Orleans the past couple of weeks. Ever since my last video in trying to get to Derek Robinson, I have been moved into my apartment, which I've shown some videos on Twitter about. It's impossible to keep anything. If it's not glued to the wall or the ground, it's taken or destroyed or poisoned. And so I'm dealing with my new apartment that is an absolute disaster right now. I'm not trying to nag to everybody. Sorry. But I'm glad to be on the show. But yeah, I know. I'm happy to help you.
Well, totally cool. Yeah. So, my next topic is openpgp.org, and people go, "What's PGP?" That's called Pretty Good Privacy. Every journalist needs to have this on their computer. I read about this through Glenn Greenwald's book, No Place to Hide, about when he met Snowden. And Snowden's first thing he told Glenn Greenwald to do is go to the execution line in DOS or Windows. There's no DOS anymore in Windows. And you type in some codes, and you can add this incredible privacy to your emails. It's really not too hard to do, but it's not easy, and it takes a little programming. But you can get pretty good privacy and PGP on your computer for almost free. It's just you have to figure out what to type in, and there's a lot of places on YouTube and such that tell you how to do it. So anyone who's a journalist should have PGP, and again, that's openpgp.org.
Can it be used on mobile phones, or is it just for computers?
I'm not sure, but I'm sure they probably got something for mobile phones now.
Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because then they can't. That's what Snowden first told Greenwald to do, and Greenwald never heard of it before, and so he figured it out. They worked over the phone and texting. So yeah, I got that from there. Next, when we're ready, is a video from Redacted. I don't know if you watch Redacted. I do often. It's on YouTube, and they talk a lot about, they're anti-war. They have an anti-war stance like I do, and they're pretty full of information, and talked about basically the unredacted version of what the 9/11 transcript said, and now it's out in the open, and basically they are exposing some of the stuff that went on during their version of it, the government's version of 9/11, which is when I started getting targeted. So check that out. That's Redacted's video on a document that has been released through Guantanamo, to the courts there. Apparently one of the terrorists that have been there since 2001, who haven't been let go or gone through courts, and some of them were picked up off the street, are sitting there waiting, and so this court exposed that redacted coincidence. It's at redacted, but it's unredacted now, so you can check it out. So go research that in the work group, and if you're into the 9/11 information, but there's so much suspicion in that whole event that it is definitely worth checking out and researching. Open mic. Anybody want to talk? Come on in.
Hey, Chris. This is Scott from Alaska. How you doing?
Hello, Scott from Alaska. Come on in. How you doing?
Sorry you got a head cold, bud. Bummer to hear. While you're talking about Redacted, which was a good show because Clayton used to be on TV, Glenn Beck talks about the technology a lot, and he would definitely believe you if you told him what was going on with you, as long as you mentioned the word AI in there. He
Oh, yeah. The AI is going in a crazy direction.
Definitely.
Yeah, I like Redacted. Redacted has got good production value, too.
Oh, I just wanted to say, guess who I posted on my Facebook that DNA biofrequency 15-minute video with the guy behind the bars, the targeted individual behind the bars, and it's bio-DNA frequency.
Good. I'm glad you posted that. About? Yeah, that's how they do it, is through the bioresonance.
Guess who liked that?
Who liked it?
Video. Mr. Beast.
Whoa. Oh, you got Mr. Beast's attention. See if you can get viral with him, and maybe we'll go somewhere, because it's the word of mouth through people that's going to get us out of this.
Well, I mean, I hope you actually watched the video, you know what I mean, instead of just hitting the like button. But so I thought that was interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And if anybody doesn't know, Mr. Beast is a high-level influencer who just took a whole bunch of people to get cataract surgery, and people were picking on him. And that's rude to pick on him because he went and got people life and vision again.
That's awful. I did that.
But yeah, it's bioresonance is what it is.
Well, I see you on Twitter, so you know Elon Musk knows. He knows what's going on too. He's got to know, right? Mark Zuckerberg. They got to see all the stuff we post online.
They're not only do they know, they're involved in it. I guarantee it. Or they know people in their circle that are involved. Like Elon Musk said, he had a talk with Larry Page over at his house in Palo Alto, and Larry Page said he didn't care if the AI went evil or something, and Elon got all upset. But they're all involved. They know what it's doing, and this technology is harassing people in their heads.
Yeah.
And you know what happens when you go report it, and then they say, oh, you need medicine, you need to go to the doctor, you need this. That nobody ever thinks that this EEG or MEG technology can be done remotely through DNA entanglement. DNA entanglement is something that simply is easy to do remotely now. And that's what they do to get your DNA. Basically, they acquire it, or they get your resonance from your brain frequency or body resonance. And they lock you in like a cell phone.
What's the most common way of getting your DNA? Is it breaking into someone's home?
Going through the garbage is generally what they do.
Oh, going through the garbage. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I got a theory the hospital takes our DNA when we're born.
Hey, DJ Chris.
Come on in.
Hey, this is Tori. I'm in Lumberton, New Jersey. Just on the DNA part, I've been targeted, it looks like when I look at my resume and I look at when the funny activity started at jobs, it looks like it's about 20 years. It got worse once I got my government job at the judiciary. It's a state level government job in Trenton, New Jersey. And I went through hell there. And I had a number of individuals at least let me know something was going on. Even one individual, I had bought a 350Z Nissan at the time. And one individual said, hey, Tori, don't bring your car here. And sure enough, one day I come out to my car and it had key marks underneath the door, the handle for the door. But on the DNA thing, so I was hanging out with, at the time when I was still at the government job, I was hanging out with one of the employees, and this lady came in with this guy, and I was drinking from a glass, and the lady just grabbed the glass with a napkin. Now, she wasn't an employee. She wasn't an employee of the bar. She just comes in, grabbed the glass I was drinking from. I was finished from that one, and she grabbed it with a napkin. And so I do 100% believe that they have all of our DNA signatures because this program is huge. And
it is huge, and I got something to tell you, Tori. Is that oh, hey, Jax, hello, Jax, welcome to the call. Everybody, Jax is here. Did you know that Obama and Hillary Clinton both have a crew of people that wipe their DNA up after every event? They actually go, when they go to every country, they have agents who wipe everything up. Even a hair is picked up. They don't leave anything. So they know.
Yeah, I was watching a video. It was an old video from 2012, and actually Derek was on it. And there was a bioethics committee conference back in 2012 where a number of targeted individuals went to D.C. to give their testimony. And in fact, one lady was from Trenton, New Jersey, which is not far from where I'm at. But I'm kind of isolated. I don't have any real contacts. I'm originally from Philadelphia. And where I'm at now is very close to Philly, but it's just, I know I'm not alone, but where I'm at is just very isolating because I don't get to meet up with other targets. I mean, the calls are great, and sometimes I don't even talk, but I just haven't met anyone in my area, but I know there's people in Philly and Jersey all over.
Yeah, you just need to, if you're on social media, you should put some posts out to see if you can get some people together.
And more people should join this call from their computers because then they can see the actual chats versus just by calling in from a phone. It's more, I'm an IT person, it's just, you get to interact more when you use your PC versus just calling in.
I agree, and I'm a retired IT. I work for NetManage, the Israeli company, last place I worked for, who actually happened to be a customer of someone in this call. So, which is a small world, isn't it? And so, yeah, I worked in tech support and engineering. So we would work between between tech support and engineering in Haifa.
Okay.
And we were working on networking software. We had our own dial-up software, and yeah, we were part of the Star Labs that started the TCP/IP stack.
Yeah, I'm between jobs recently. I'm trying to study up for identity and access management position. So I'm going over the material now. So I'll be doing that all next week. So hopefully I'll find something. I want to work remote only because the physical interaction with people in the office when they know you're a targeted individual is not good.
I agree, and plus, you know, it's better to work at home. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, in my capacity as a moderator, and I operate a website and pretty much a network, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, there was an article with Matt Roloff, and he used to work with me in the 80s at Altos, which is a big company in Silicon Valley back in the old days. They got bought by Acer.
Yeah, I remember the name though.
Yeah, it was a big company, 3 buildings, and but talk about extravagance. We had a fleet of Mercedes. There were 300 Es, and they were, you know, the E-Class, and we had a fleet of them for the salespeople, and we were just racking it up, $100,000 a unit.
Nice. Yeah. So hopefully, I'd like to start a call on this TI events myself on a you know, maybe like a Saturday. Do like a different time. It's something it's been on my mind, and since I observe Sabbath on Saturday, it would be something good to do since I'm home.
Well, I am fully in support of you doing that, and I will help you in any capacity you need to get you going on TI events and everything. So don't you worry. I'd like to see that.
Are you on Facebook by any chance?
I'm not on Facebook, but I'm on Twitter under TI Club 3, and it says Targeted West Show DJ Chris with my picture on it.
Could you post that in the chat here, and then I can go check it out now?
I'll make it easier for you. Just go to targetedwest.com, and I'll put my link for my website in the chat, and you go there, and you can get to my Twitter page. Everything's there in the info blog. Targeted West. There we go. Did we get that right? There you go. Yeah, my Twitter feed's on there.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Good luck, and we support you at Targeted West on your endeavor to do a call. We got Laura doing a call now. She's been in the community for years, and she's now decided to step up and do a call. She's written a poetry book, which is actively selling on Amazon, and it's all about different events in the TI community. So it's very relevant.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else want to talk? It's open mic. Come on in.
Hi, it's Kaitie again. I read something today that I don't know if it's for real or not, so I need some help if y'all have heard about it. Have you heard how to claim your share of $72.5 million of the Facebook settlement? Anyone in the U.S. who has used their social media site over 15 years is eligible. Does anybody know if that's true or false? I can read the rest of it.
Well, I know they have a settlement, but I don't know how to get involved in that. But you could do an inquiry on Google or whatever.
Yeah, no. It tells you right here. I just didn't know because I get so much stuff that looks legit, but and it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Facebook. I deliberately blank Facebook out of my head because I have my stalkers on there and a whole bunch of weird crap. And this guy that seems to be infatuated with someone in my house that won't let go, so we can't go there.
Yeah, well, it says Facebook parent Meta has agreed to pay out $72.5 million to settle a 5-year-old class action privacy lawsuit relating to Facebook user data that was improperly shared with other companies. If you are among the millions of account holders on the world's largest social network in the U.S. between May 24th, 2007 to December 22nd, 2022, you may be owed a piece of that settlement. You have until August 25th of this year, 2023, to submit a claim, which can be done by mail or filing it online. A form. File your claim. It's found money. The class action attorney is Danny Caron, K-A-R-O-N, first name Danny, D-A-N-N-Y, of Cleveland, owner of your lovable lawyer consumer website. Go take what they got for you. I don't know if that's legit or not, but it keeps going, and I figured, well, why not just see what happens, and I'm going to go ahead and fill it out. But I didn't know if it can't hurt. Can't hurt. I don't know if it's
like
a scam or not.
mesothelioma and all that other stuff there, and if you were at that one military base and drank the water, that's it there. The attorneys are always, attorneys getting paid is what it's about.
Camp Lejeune or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, jeez. And did you have asbestos? Would you work in asbestos?
Yeah.
And,
right. Well, they did.
So
they have been paying people.
Now it's Facebook.
Yeah, now it's Facebook. Yeah. Yeah.
You'll get a hopped up intern on Adderall answering your questions in 1 second when they answer you.
Yeah, they said that as I've read it further, they said there's over 240 million users So if you do it, you'll probably get about $6.25 back.
Hey, now that's better than $6 you didn't have.
I hear ya. I know it. So it's the principle of the matter. Let it, it just gets your name there, at least. And then that can maybe open doors to other things showing that your privacy was taken away and they were doing something illegal.
Oh my goodness, Brian too is here. Brian, BRYAN2.
Oh, Brian too is someone I would like to talk to. Shouldn't I, Dr.
He's here.
DJ?
He's here right now.
Yeah, well, great. I'd like to clarify some things that were stated.
Yeah. Anybody could be Brian too in a chat room, But
that is true. But if we get to hear his voice, then we can clarify some stuff.
I guess I'm popular now. All the dramas. Oh, like that. Look at how many people are in the call. There's 2 pages. My goodness gracious. I see you, Jackson. I see you, Tori. We got the video going. Everybody's hopping. Okay, now for my last. Oh, go ahead. What?
How do I get to the video? I only know how to listen.
The video of me? Oh, you have to go through usually by going through your laptop or computer device.
Oh.
I don't know if the app lets you see me, but I'm on camera.
Yeah, okay, I don't get to see that so I have to get a laptop or a computer.
Or maybe run your app on your cell phone, maybe will allow it. I don't know how you're getting in. Are you going in directly through the phone?
I just called directly the number that's on from Twitter.
Yeah, they have an app. There's an app that you can put on your cell phone that allow you to do more than just dialing in, so check it out.
Okay.
For free conference calls, since you're a regular and associated with my... Yeah, now you're associated with me, and we love having you on the call. Your video of Kaitie's Corner became viral and got more views than my video. So thanks a lot, lady.
That's funny. Okay, so should I hang up and try free conference and call in that way?
No, it's not going to make any difference. You need to probably run the app. Just stay on the call with us.
Okay.
I look the same as I always do. I don't have any... nothing going. Anyway, the last article I have is UBS, which is a banking firm in Europe, and they just bought Credit Suisse. But they had an interesting article I put on TI Club 3 about the forms of AI. Like I said earlier in the video, if you stuck with me long enough, you'd find out. And the 3 types of AI there are now is narrow, which I believe is what my targeting is, narrow AI. They get mad when I call them that. The second is general AI, and then there's super AI. So there's 3 levels of AI involved in the AI world, and I think most of everything right now is narrow. So anyway, that concludes your work group. It's open mic now. Come on in. So how was your day, Kaitie?
It's been, I worked today, and as y'all know, I have a very tiny job compared to what I used to do in New Orleans, but I was off at 5 today, which was nice. I only worked 10 to 5, which was great. I'm moving I have a new apartment that's under construction, being completely refurbished, and it's a total nightmare, but it was set up to be a nightmare by my human trafficker terrorists. And where I live, as I was saying earlier, so many of y'all know that my stalkers are obsessed with the zodiac beyond a healthy way of life. They've run this copycat zodiac serial killer theme on me. Where I live is my birthday, 2/10. And my apartment is 3D. So that's ironic. But it was a great day compared to what it usually is. It's when I do okay. I mean, they have weapons that hit every single tourist and customer that walks into that store, which breaks my heart because I watch people get tired. I watch them overheat. I watch them lose concentration. I watch them drop things. It's very sad that there's such a heavy weaponry inside that store, and it breaks my heart that my boss goes through that. He's such a great man, and my coworkers are suffering too. One, she's really bad off, and so my boss just thinks she's an alcoholic, which is not the case because we know how neuroweapons are in direct energy weapons harm people to make them look like they can't think properly. And so she goes through that, and by 2 o'clock she can barely hold a sentence. So she's hit pretty heavily, and it's tough for me to watch. But on the flip side, I recognize what's happening, so I can intervene and kind of break it to help a customer snap out of what they're going through, or an employee, I can snap them out of it, which I'm blessed that I can kind of help them on that. But I would love to clarify some things with Brian, too. I have a couple of questions if he's willing to chat with me. Am I able to do that?
He was in the chat room, but I don't think it was him, but it could have been him. But no, okay. Unless he wants to come on mic, he's welcome to come on mic if he wants to.
Okay, if he's there. If you're listening, Brian, too, I would very much like to say hello and ask a couple of questions. And if you're not there, then okay. Or if you don't want to chat, I get that too.
There you go. Okay, you're listening to DJ Chris with Kaitie. And Kaitie, when are we going to have you back on again?
Whenever you want me. I'm flexible. I'm always flexible as long as I'm not getting, trapped in some ridiculous staged emergency by first responders, or trapped and held somewhere by there's some crazy drama going on. I'm pretty much flexible. I do have my job in New Orleans right now, and so Central Time, I'm busy. Sunday through Thursday, I'm busy through 10 to 6. Fridays and Saturdays, I'm completely free and can work around anybody's schedule. And the evening time, I'm free too. So I can work around you, and we can make a plan.
Yeah, I do. Well, it's just for Sunday, so yeah, you get home in time. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So that works out perfect. So anytime you want me around,
we can plan on something in the near future, because your video went viral, and your video when I interviewed you with the picture of the sign you were holding up with the lady from Portugal, which I recropped, that one went viral too.
Oh, it did. Wow. Yeah, that was at the Julian Assange rally in London, England, in front of the Home Office. That photo that you took, that you cropped there. Yeah. So thank you. I didn't know about viral. I'm so heavily hacked on my phone. I don't know what's real and what's not. So I don't, the only way I get to know what's really happening in my life is through y'all. I know that sounds crazy when it comes to social media and what's out there. So that's where I need y'all's help, because I get blocked so many times. It's silly, and so many things that come through my phone are not real, as for so many of us. I mean, on my Twitter accounts, I don't know what's a real tweet and what's not. I don't really know what gets put onto my account and what doesn't as a tweet that y'all can see, and I don't know what's not changed. As we know, so many of our hackers, the minute we start typing something, they have the duplicate account, and they will change so many things. I mean, I've seen it so many times on emails where I've said something, and then I see the sent email and it's changed, and the same with tweets. So I don't know what my followers and friends actually get to see what I actually say and what's not said. So I can only see what's given to me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. And you should never trust social media anyway.
I don't. That's why I
It's
get in
garbage.
everybody's face.
I only use it to promote the call. Yeah, I put it in. I didn't even put in my name. It's in the TargetedWest name.
Oh yeah, no, I've worked very hard to keep my name because my name, as so many targets, has been smeared and slandered in the worst way. Before my targeting hit, there was only 3 people in the entire globe that I was aware of. I can't say for 100%, but at the time, when my married name, and you could look it up and see how many people around the globe had it, it would only show 3. Once I got targeted, there was more than 50 plus impersonators using my name. Once my name and identity got sold on the dark web by my organized stalkers. So a lot of people impersonate me, from pretending to be my maiden name, which I just recently found out, as writers, to designers, to impersonating me with my name, good and bad, showing positive things and negative things. But some good things have come out this week. I applied to be a Lyft driver because so many of y'all know that when I returned to the States after living in England, I went into the automotive industry, and I was very successful at it. And I care very much about drivers and how cars are made and designed. And I love cars. And many of y'all have heard, as a child, from the time I was 2 years up, all I ever wanted to be was a race car driver. And that's one of my God-given talents. I'm an amazing driver. I'm very fast, hard, quick, and aggressive, but I'm very careful. Now that I am down to 1 car because all my other cars were stolen, my last 3 cars were stolen by my organized stalkers, I drive very carefully because the car could blow up at any time. They constantly tamper with it, and it was broken into again last week. I forgot I'm sorry, there was someone coming around, and I was watching them, so I got distracted. So I lost my train of thought regarding cars. So if someone could help where I was.
You said you lost a lot of cars, and you're very careful with the one you have, I assume.
Right. I was going to tell you something very important, but I've lost my train of thought. Sometimes when I have to monitor people coming around me and watching me, I sometimes lose my thoughts, so I apologize on that. But it will come back to me in a minute where my story was going.
Well, it's not like the days when you're at CNN and had security to keep people away. Now you got to be raw and right there with the action. Oh, and you owe me a new Kaitie's Corner, by the way. I don't know, if you can make one for me, I'll put it out again.
Well, actually, that idea came from Derek Robinson, and I owe that to him. So I have to go through him and see if he's still even interested. So we'll chat about that later.
Yeah, if he's not, I'll definitely be interested.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll chat about that. When we have longer time, when I'm not live with you online, and we can chit-chat back and forth through email, and we can discuss.
Yeah, no worries. We'll get that handled. Okay, we have 2 more minutes of the recording. This is DJ Chris. Thank you for watching on your preferred platform, whether it be Twitter, Archive, BitChute, or YouTube. So like, subscribe, and make a comment, please. I read all the comments and try to respond to them. I don't get a lot of comments, but my channels haven't grown a whole lot because it's only been a year, and it takes a while. So please, if you have a chance, like and comment. We got 1 more minute left. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the mic talk, and everybody for visiting. This is a great call. We'll be back, of course, on your video platform next week with a new video where we'll be interviewing. Put my book away. We'll be interviewing on 4:30. We'll be interviewing Sue B with a boy, B. Show 57, Sunday call 4:30. And that's it. Talk to you later. We're going to close the video out now. Goodbye.